Okay, guys, what you're using today is the formula for molarity. And this is the formula that I gave you yesterday with the notes. Molarity is moles over liters. So just the way we had a shortcut with density, anytime you have 3 units, you're going to be able to do this in physics as well. So you're going to have the mole on top, the big M, and the liters on the bottom. So whatever it is you're looking for, you're going to cover that. If I'm looking for molarity, I'm going to cover the big M. And what's my formula? Moles divided by liter. Very good. If I'm looking for the volume, which is my liters, what's my formula? Moles divided by the molarity. Very good. If I'm looking for the moles, I covered the mole. And what's my formula? Guys, get off the phones. Molarity times liter. Very good. Okay. So, let's look at number 1. Let's look at this one over here. What are they giving you? What's given in the problem?
3.458 moles.
And they're giving me liters, right? Now, if they had given me milliliters, then what does that mean? You're going to have to do what? You're going to have to convert it from milliliters to liter, right? Remember that 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters, okay? Now, here you already have everything in moles. You have it in liters. So all you have to do?
1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters?
Yes, 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. So here, since we're looking for molarity, they're already giving us the mole. So what goes on top? What's my number?
3.458.
3.458. Don't forget your units, okay? I saw in the lab yesterday when I was grading that you guys had pretty much everything correct. Remember that a naked number means nothing. It has to have a unit. Start getting used to the moment you put a number, put the unit. If it's not there, then look for it. What is my unit? Is it volume? Is it grams? Is it moles? What is it? Okay? And then on the bottom, I'm going to use liters. What's my number for liters? The 1.5000, right? Okay, so 3.458 divided by 1.5, that's going to give you your molarity. So what's my answer? 2.3, and the big M is my molarity. Remember, it must be a big M because the little m is molality, and you don't want that. Well, you're going to always have the big M after the number. But yeah, you can have a big M here if you want to, and it equals the 2.3. Either way is okay. All right? What questions do we have so far? We sure? Unplug, Isaiah. Unplug. During the lesson, we need to be just completely unplugged. Okay, look at the rest of the sheet. Look, what else would you like to do as an example? Let's go ahead and clear this. Number 6. Okay, let's do that. Number 6 is over here. Okay. All right, start off with what's given to you. What's my given? I have the molarity and I have my volume, right? But what do I have to change there? Do I have to convert something? Yep, you're going to convert the 500 milliliters into liters, right? So where does this unit go? At the bottom, and the liter goes on top, right? So I have 1 liter for every 1,000 milliliters. So 500 divided by 1,000. You can't see it? 500 divided by 1,000. 0.5. And that's my liters. Okay. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for my mass, right? Now, remember that chemistry, everything builds on top of each other. So, if I'm looking for mass, that's what we've been doing for months now. It's the same old formula. How do I find mass? How do I find grams? Yeah, put the phone down.
Can you scroll up or down? Because we can't see that.
We're right here. It's in the
I
middle.
know, but I can't see the red.
The red was the 500 divided by 1,000. We already did the liters. Okay? So how do I find mass? Moles times my GFM. Very good. So you have to have the moles times the GFM. Our same old stuff from the past, before stoichiometry. Remember, finding mass and finding moles with just your grams are the same formulas as before. If I was looking for mole, not in molarity, but just moles, you have your grams divided by your GFM, right? Those are our old formulas that you have on your conversion sheet. Okay, now, but to get this mole, I have to use this molarity problem. I'm looking for moles, and what's my formula? If I cover the MOL, what's my formula for that? To find the moles? The molarity times the liter. Very good. And did they give me the molarity? Yes. So I have 0.554 for molarity times, what's my liters? The 0.5. Very good. So now, this will give me my moles. 0.554 times 0.5 is how much? 0.277 moles. Okay, very good. All right, but they didn't want moles, right? I have to go and use this because they're looking for mass, right? Okay, so up here I'm going to put the 0.277 times, what's my molar mass for CaBr2? Look at your periodic table. Calcium weighs how much? 40. Very good. Bromine weighs how much? 80. Okay, and I have two of them, right? So it's going to be 160. So what's my GFM? 200. Very good. So now what's your next step? Very good. And that's it. Let's put this over here. So my grams of CaBr2, 0.277 times 200, how much is that? Huh? 55.4? Whoops. 0.4. And this is my grams. Did everybody get to that? Yes? Where do we have a question? Okay, you see how you're still using a few of the old formulas to go into this simple formula? Yes? That little triangle is your shortcut. Remember, you're going to cover the variable you're looking for, and it gives you the formula you want. Okay? What other questions do we have? Are we sure?
So
Yes?
the unit for the answer would be 55.4 grams of CaBr2.
Right, that's your full answer. Guys, you're starting to, I looked at the labs yesterday, you're starting to really do the work really well. They were perfect. Except you forgot to put the answer. You had the units and you had the numbers, and that's why I give you points for the work and I give you points for the units, and then you have different amount of points for the answer. But make sure that you look at everything before you box, or you know what, box your answer to make sure that you have it, okay? Because you finally solved the problem and you got it right, and then you forget that last little part, okay? All right, we all good? Okay, you're gonna make sure that you show your work.